Hello, my name is Zero. Welcome back to Phoenix Wright, Trials and Tribulations. In the previous session, we wrapped up our day 1 defense attorney as Miles Edgeworth, who then proceed to pass the torch back to pass the Magatama and badge back to us. And well, Prosecutor Roulette is pretty much the gist of the later portion of the investigation bit. We last left off with pretty much getting eviscerated by Prosecutor Gildot, who is in charge of the rescue team. We crossed over to the inner temple. Gildot said pretty much his piece, and we're left with wondering if Maya is alive or not at this point. There's some sort of physical trick lock that's preventing us from getting further in, and yeah, just get to look around and see what else we can do. Sounds like someone's talking to himself, but where's that coming from? Yeah, I guess I better wash that off. That's what I'll do. No, but I can't do that. I'm a detective. My brain's driving me nuts. Yeah? Is something troubling you, Scruffy? Please don't whip me like that all of a sudden, sir. It was merely a simple greeting, a friendly tap on the shoulder with my whip. Also, give me 1 sec, I just forgot one last thing. What up? Hold it. Okay. I know I forgot something, but it's been resolved. So what's up, Gumshoe? Something on your mind? How did you know, pal? Perhaps you're trying to decide if you wanted to wash that off or not. How did you know, sir? Oh yeah, I nearly forgot. You can't go to that little gate there, okay? You mean the one that says no entry on it? I kinda already snuck in there. You trying to be clever or something? So what's behind your, Scruffy? Huh? A kind of garden-like garden.
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
I object, but thanks for 3 months of subscribing, and you're also first. I object on the grounds of I wanted to make some easy cash in Old Skull, which, yeah, it didn't really pan out the way I expected it to. New mods is strange. Yeah, anyway, it's under investigation right now, so keep out. I'm not telling you, I'm asking you, pal. You got me? Did I normally the other way around? Well, see you later. So, shall we adjourn to this garden, Phoenix Wright? Of course, what else would we do? I really want to know what Gumshoe was thinking of washing off.
And his name is Jusice!
Also, John Cena may or may not have been in this inner temple garden. There's a strange feeling in the air. Wonder what it is. Strange feeling? Forget about that. What's that strange writing on the stone lantern? What are you doing here, sir? Donna said you can't come in here. It's complicated. Apparently we're sick and Francisca is our escort, apparently. It's strange. We're just gonna wing it, and I'm pretty sure Godot's gonna continue to be Godot back and behind the scenes. But she's been mostly with us for pretty much just near the start of today's investigation. It's a mistrial. Don't worry, there's more. I'm pretty sure things will get more strange as we get further into this, because, well, you know, Miles Edgeworth was the defense attorney and he's a prosecutor, and just don't worry about it. Don't you know, Scruffy? Von Cromwell will always show up whenever there's a clue. And there are plenty of clues to be found here. But... So, how's the Inner Temple investigation going? We got the best forensic team in the world working in place. Forensic team? And what was the outcome of the scientific study? Nothing, scientifically speaking. The place is as clean as a whistle. That's simply not good enough, Scruffy. Do you think I'll let you get away with that? Uh-oh. Well, there were a couple of things that bothered me when I first got here, sir. That stone lantern in the surrounding area that's not covered in snow, correct? They looked kind of fishy to me, you know, scientifically speaking. So I got the lab boys to look them over. The results were... it's kind of hard to say, actually. Guess I better look into them myself. About Maya. Oh, did Mr. Godot tell you yet? Yeah, we heard. He's got a search party out looking for her. There's nowhere else she could have disappeared to on this side of Dusky Bridge. All I could do is wait for Mr. Edgeworth to get her, pal. Edgeworth? He's escorting Iris to the defendant over here. We'll have to wait since she's the only one that could open the door to the Sacred Cavern. Oh, I think Mr. Edgeworth wants to talk to you about something too, pal. Donnie? Wonder what it is. Just don't be expecting any good news when you talk to him. When I spoke to him, Mr. Edgeworth sounded so down I felt like I was drowning. Sounds pleasant. Okay, not that. What's this? There's a charm or something poking up in the stone. It looks pretty old. There's a leather cord tied to it too. Apparently it belongs to the victim. To Miss Elise du Exum? Yeah, there was a broken leather cord around the lady's neck. The ends of the cord found on both the victim and on this charm match exactly. Sounds to me like... this shuttle trinket is going to be my ticket that gave some very big answers. Cura Master's Talisman. Apparently it was worn by Elise du Exum and was found garnered at the Inner Temple. A little lantern, a little statue. It's certainly a quaint little garden. Oh. What's this huge bowl here for? Oh, I know this one. It's a water bowl, isn't it? Everything else is completely frozen over. But the ice in this bowl has been broken. It's true. What if this has any impact on the case? Well, I doused my face earlier with the water in this. I was getting kind of sleepy. Next time you're sleepy, you need only come to me, got it? A couple of torches here. I guess you need all the light you can get up here in the mountains. Yeah, I was looking at those things, pal. It looks like they've been lit pretty recently. Recently? How recent are we talking about? As recent as the night of the murder. Maya was training here on the night of the murder. It's not unreasonable to think these things were lit up at the time, I guess. Couple of torches here. Oh, same thing. Showing that there are two different sides with the exact same thing, I guess. I thought it was a broom I was looking at for a sec. The heck is that? Oh, you spotted it, huh, pal? Kidding me? Couldn't be more obvious. It says Maya. Yeah, and before you act, it's written in blood. You answer all the questions now, Scruffy, with an exception. Yes, sir. Maya, so these letters were written in blood? Yeah, what's worse is it's the victim's blood. Huh? Is this Mr. Exxon's blood? We haven't done a detailed analysis yet, but it's looking that way, pal. Most interesting. Phoenix Wright, I presume you know, don't you? Why Maya's name is written upside down? ... You know what? That was really bothering me too. But I just came up with the answer. The result of my own special gumshoe investigation. Really? Do tell? Well, on the night of the murder, the stone lantern was upside down. Anyway, there's really only one logical explanation to this mystery. Miss Elise Exxon wrote these letters herself, in her own blood. Must be joking. It's impossible. From the writing in the victim's blood and the other clues left behind, it seems pretty likely this garden was the scene of Miss Elise Exxon's murder. At least that's our current theory on how the events how the events took place, pal. Nani? So Miss Exxon was killed here? I really want to look at it, that's what people are saying now. And then what Sister Bikini saw in the courtyard at the main temple was... Well, what was it? If that wasn't the scene of the crime, what did she see? What do you think this went out? Surely a special gumshoe investigation will reveal the answer now. Wait a sec, the bloody writing and all the other clues here. Someone can at least set all that up after the murder, right? Sorry, but that's not an option, pal. Why not? I quickly forgive Phoenix Wright. Ever since the incident occurred, this place has been completely inaccessible. Because Dusky Bridge was completely burned out. ... exclamation point. I was overseeing repairs to the bridge the whole time. No one came here before me and my men. Which means no one could have planted all that stuff here, pal. Can't think of a counter-argument to that. I knew it. I should have washed the blood off the lantern as soon as I got here. This really was the scene of the crime. They need to figure out exactly what it was that Bikini actually saw. Curiosity. Since in my haste to talk to Goda, I didn't really eat stuff at him, so I'm just curious. I've been seeing Mr. Edgeworth for about a year. Talk about a long time. Do you know why you moved overseas? Don't know. Why do you look cool? Honey? There's a lot of weight attached to doing research overseas, you know. Once I've done my stint in Paris, you have to call me Monsieur Gumsharoo. People really don't get Edgeworth, do they? It's his own fault for not explaining anything about himself. Yeah, I think I see what's gonna happen with Gumshoe in a second. What was that long pause for, Scruffy? It's a real nice brooch he's got too. Well, Gumshoe needs to learn how to give compliments faster than Francisca gives ashes. Was Miss Elise Wexton's apprentice, or so I heard. I suppose you could call him that. Bet you approach her than me, you know? Well, lucky you, I suppose. Yeah, but I had to pay him 50 cents for it. It's pretty awful. You aren't really enthused about this guy either, huh? Well, he made a mockery at a court today. And I'm almost sure he did it on purpose, too. I don't know, I'm not so sure anymore. Because he found today have turned this case all topsy-turvy. I can't see how Irish could have done it now. Oh, how interesting, Scruffy. Sadly, I must start a settlement. Prepare yourself well for tomorrow, Phoenix Wright. Why does every prosecutor want to burn me at the stake so badly? He sure was a mysterious person. Real name, or past. I'll write this before. I guess it's not her part then. Still, it strikes me as odd. Why would someone who wishes to remain anonymous become an author? You know what probably happened? I bet she didn't know books were going to be such a success. That's what I think. Right. I guess she's gonna buy me a new coat. Really? That's great. Yeah, I think the same things were up and out during the last case. Which means I can finally check out this stinky sweat-soaked Greg. You mean you don't have any special attachments to that coat? After all the effort I took to mail it back to you from Germany. Oh well, please try to take good care of it once it's retired, sir. Guy's got more mysteries than a choose your own escapade book, pal. I know, trust me, I already know. Can't we skip a trial like that without even getting permission? Been fired for sure if we worked for a normal company. I would expect the prosecutor's office to be so lax. Don't get the wrong impression, Phoenix Wright. More importantly, did it strike you as odd the police are unaware of the men's medical situation? Of course, being extracted from hell is a tedious affair. Take this generation adjustment of all your internal organs is. Well, let's just say modern medicine allows us to live to a ripe old age. Even someone like me. Now, why is he hiding that from everyone? It instantly raises another question. Why did he choose to tell only you? Oh, why did he? Apparently the girl was trapped over here since the night of the murder. Did she say anything to you about Maya? She wouldn't tell me. She's not gonna tell me something if she wouldn't even speak to you, pal. She was really upset. She wouldn't stop crying. Phoenix Wright, look sharp and go comfort that poor young girl. I will. Trust me, I will. She cross-examined me once, you know. Yeah, that was us. The big guns locking horns. Witness versus lawyer. It was a battle of cunning tactics and tricks. But the witness isn't supposed to play any tricks. I can't believe she's gone. Anything additional to tell me about this? I think must have been warned by the victim. There's no other way of looking at it. Maybe because of the matching letter cord found around the victim's neck. Yeah, I bet it was one of those things she always wore. I have to say, dreading charm been wearing for over a year now. If ever gets into an accident, it's guaranteed it'll be the other guy's fault. It's supposed to stop you from having an accident in the first place. This was found close to Dusky Bridge, wasn't it? That's what that artist guy said, yeah. Rather, the defendant flew over the burning bridge. According to his testimony, she dropped him when she landed on the other side. This one belonged to Iris. The person that dropped out of Mr. Lee's 2 excellent staff. There's traces of blood on it too. Real questions, what was it doing near the foot of Dusky Bridge? Okay. That's why I at least get Gumshoe's opinion on some stuff. I guess we either talk to Bikini or find Pearl, one of the two. Okay, I guess we're talking to Bikini, I guess. I was thinking she might have been cowering in heavily, and she might have been a heavy haul, but I guess not. It seems you have a visitor. Mr. Wright? Iris, I'm really glad to see you. Good job managed to mobilize the police by claiming a state of emergency. Not him again. Never mind, now we gotta hurry and unlock the sacred cavern. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. It's my fault someone so important to you is locked in there. Mr. Edgeworth, can we finish our conversation later? Alright. Let's hurry to the temple then. I'll see you later, Wright. Hold it. Wait, Edgeworth, I'm coming with you guys. Sorry, Wright. Can't allow you to come with us. Danny? I hate to be the one to break it to you, but Maya is in a rather delicate position. What do you mean by a delicate position? This isn't simply a rescue operation, right? It's also an investigation. And that being the case, we can't allow members of the public to interfere. Come on, Edgeworth. If anything happens, you'll be the first to know. Please understand, right? But it's my... Mr. Wright? All that matters is Mystic Maya's rescued, correct? Listen to the voice of reason for a change, Phoenix Wright. From now on, consider anything beyond Dusky Bridge to be off limits. We'll be going now. Excuse us. Ow. This is no time to be standing around, Phoenix Wright. Are there other things that demand your attention? She's right, for once. Thanks for reminding me. And Sister Bikini looks like she's shrunk some since I last saw her. Don't be so rude, Phoenix Wright. What's wrong, Sister Bikini? My, hello you two. How are you doing? Oh, from the sound outside, I guess she's still pretty down. Iris was just here, you know. She was accompanied by a handsome, crimson-clad prince. You talking about Edgeworth? It was just a courtesy call. I wasn't allowed to talk with her at all. Ah dear, it's not my fault that this has happened. Poor Iris. She was worried about my back, would you believe? What have I done to her? Only what you had to do, sister. Bravely and truthfully testify about what you saw. There's no shame in that. And we'll see to it that your testimony wasn't made in vain. Well, I don't hear anyone else saying that. Mr. Bluesuit's innocent to share your opinion, I see. Ow. Oh, yes, you did great, Sister Bikini. Absolutely. Ow, Teckler. You two are the only ones who said that to me. Can't shake the feeling I just became a shield to a shrew. You have a problem, Phoenix Wright? I mean, sure, she was brave to testify so truthfully like that. But I know she's still hiding something. Guess it's time to break those cyclops of hers. I probably should have protested what those cyclops started with, but we're just have to wing it. Sister Bikini, the truth is becoming increasingly clear to me. I'm convinced that Miss Elise Exum had a special significance to this temple. As to why she had a special significance, I believe it had to do with her true identity. What on earth are you talking about? She was... Miss Elise was an author, just an author of picture books. To be honest, I had my suspicions almost immediately after I met her. The suspicions? Yes, but I didn't have any evidence to support my theory, though. Now I do. This piece of evidence proves Mr. Exum's true identity. This? No, that was not it. Of course, I don't know why they hit me before. Oh no, that was wrong. Talisman? Take that. Mr. Exum had this charm with her at all times. Where did you... Is this some cheap good luck charm either? And then, what do you think it is, Mr. Wright? What could a talisman like that possibly mean? It's a talisman, is it? Interesting. Oops. Well, this thing speaks volumes about who Mr. Exum really was. I'm assuming it's this, right? Take that. The paintings were skewered by the gravy stain at the moment. Alright, that's because it's a current master talisman. Huh. I didn't really connect the dots until now. Okay, I'll put that dot away for now. But this scroll shows a master of the current channeling technique. The crest at the top is the sign of that honorable title. The very same crest that adorns the talisman that the victim carried of her. This crest is reserved for the master of current. I wonder if I've told you about the nonsense. I've got no idea what you're talking about. The new master, Mafe, told me. What? What? You mean that acolyte? Is Missy Faye's daughter? Yes. Are you sure? Yes, in fact, since her eldest daughter passed away, Maya is Missy Faye's sole successor. Mystic Missy? Yeah, current master talisman. I glossed over the title of it, but yeah, that's significant. Basically, Lisa Grayson was with friends about a week ago. When she showed me the talisman with that mark on it, well, I nearly fainted. No one has seen her since she disappeared 17 years ago, after all. What's the significance of the talisman, sister? The Kirin talisman is a symbol of the Master of Kirin. The bearer must carry with them until their death. Until their death? So at least the Exum was really Maya's mother, huh? She was Missy Faye, the master of the Kirin channeling technique. Truth comes out at last. Looks like we're making some headway here. Tell me, sister. After 17 years, why did she choose to show herself now? Because something happened that called her out of hiding. What happened? Well... What's happening? Can't be. Earthquake. Goodness, inner temple. This kind of tremor might... Inner temple? It's like you're kind of in a training hall. It might very well cave in. What? Maya? It seemed to have passed. Can't just stand here and do nothing. Let's go. Nani? Where? The inner temple, of course. Where else? Sister Bikini, we'll finish this later, alright? Of course. You run along now. People may have been hurt. I must get some first aid kits ready. Come on then, Phoenix Wright. They won't bar you from entering as long as I'm with you. Thank you. Right at that moment, I had the worst feeling in my gut. We just had an earthquake. I wonder if he's alright. You look worried. Are you thinking about Miles Edgeworth? Come on, let's go. Gotta hurry to the inner temple and... Right. What are you doing here? How could I have? How do you expect us to understand if you don't speak up? Ow. Why am I the only one getting whipped? gone. No. The defendant, Iris, she's gone. Gone where? She fled. She escaped. What? So it was just now during the dot dot dot. It's easy to see Edgar's one and only weakness, his fear of earthquakes. Should have known better than to escort the defendant alone. As soon as the ground started shaking, everything went dark over my eyes, and I stupidly passed out. That incident haunts you to this day, doesn't it? It's no excuse for letting the suspect get away. I can't believe I let it happen. Right, the inner temple's a dead end, so she could have only escaped to this side. But we haven't seen her. Then we need to get a manhunt underway now and search Eagle Mountain from top to bottom. Wait, Edgeworth. Have you thoroughly checked the inner temple yet? Don't be ridiculous. Why would I? The inner temple's like an island. There's no way to escape but to cross. No, that's not it. Iris isn't the type of person to run away, Edgeworth. Talking about. Sister Bikini mentioned something when we were with her. She says that the sacred cavern might have caved in because of the quake. Do you think Iris might have gone to their temple to check on the situation? Listen, Edgeworth, I'm sure she's at the inner temple. The manhunt's not necessary. Right. Let's not waste any more time. We have to get to the train called Sacred Cavern now. Alright, let's go. Fortunately, the Sacred Cavern hadn't caved in. But what we found was something none of us could have expected. How can it be the Morlocks? What's the meaning of this? Iris? Iris, please tell me. What the hell's going on? To be continued in a few seconds. It's getting out of hand. Now there's 5 locks. And probably more sketchy stuff, let's be honest. Right, is that what Goda was talking about? Yeah, these trick locks. Now then, Iris, please remove these at once. Mr. Edgeworth, I'm afraid I can't. It's not possible for me. What? During the earthquake, when the cavern was in danger of caving in, Iris escaped. And you know, there's only one lock when I last came here. So you're saying you can't undo the new locks? Yes. If only I was stronger. Edgeworth, how are you feeling? You look a little pale in the face. Like you're one to talk with your face all green. Miles, Edgeworth, go and get some air. Watch over the suspect. You go and get a grip on yourself. Don't be ridiculous. I'm perfectly. There's no telling what sort of mistakes you could make in your current state. Go and get some rest. That's your only concern now, Miles Edgeworth. Understood. I'll handle the investigation of the garden. You take care of things here. Edgeworth. Got so much pride that he's probably off crying in a cornered garden. Or simply another trap that hinders us in our lives. That said, one must have pride to be effective on the job. At any rate, it seems that this is where we part ways, Phoenix Wright. I'm gonna stay here and see if I can't solve these bothersome puzzles. Say, well, thanks for your help. Now then, do you mind if I ask you a few things, Iris? No, not at all. Definitely been a number of twists. I'm assuming the earthquake thing is related to the first game with a certain portion of the DC6 case, I think. Whichever was the final episode in that game, it's probably related to that. It's just been 2 years, so I don't remember the entire details. Why'd you make a run for it, Iris? I'm sorry. I heard the inner temple had been severely shaken by the strong earthquake we had. I was so worried I just had to come and see. In other words, you didn't run away to escape the law. At least we're clear on that. Can't tell you how relieved I was when I saw the sacred caverns are right, but what? Then I saw these chains here. I saw these extra locks that someone had put on the sacred cavern door, and who really would do something like this? These drink locks are a sacred treasure of the current tradition. There are hundreds of ways to set them. That's why only the person who set the lock can open it. You aren't the one who set these locks? Don't think it's that simple, Francisco von Karma. When we were here the first time, there was only one lock. But now, somehow there's 5 of them. What does that mean? It means that someone wanted to secure the place even more, and they wanted to secure it before you got here, Iris. Presumably because they wanted to make sure Maya couldn't get out. That means that Iris can only open one of these locks, the first one. Yes, that's correct. Nani? Iris, try to think, please. Isn't there any way around this? Well, I said there's hundreds of different ways to set these locks. I suppose I went through every combination of each of them I could remove them. But it'll take time, won't it? Yes, about a day if I had to guess. A whole day? Well, that's better than leaving the locks in place. Will you do this for us? Sure, I'll do whatever I can. We've gotta wait another day? Hang in there, Maya. You're gonna have to call on your inner strength now. You know what, Iris? There's still one thing I don't quite get. And what might that be, Phoenix Wright? I think it's obvious. Iris, on the night of the murder, where were you? Please, Iris, don't give me that look. You told us you were in your room at Hazakura Temple at the time of the incident. But you were seen that same evening at the inner temple. And then you responded to seeing at the Hazakura Temple too. Being spotted at both Hazakura Temple and the Inner Temple. It's as if you were. Wow, Iris, I think it's about time we told us the truth. Now, of course. I knew it. There's something going on here that we don't know about. I'll buy it, but I doubt I have what I need. I highly doubt it. I have what I need. It's time we told the truth about what you were doing on a night. You said you were in your room at Hazakura Temple the entire time. Do you still claim that to be the truth? Yes, that's where I was. Iris, I believe you're innocent. That's why I want to believe what you're telling me too, but I can't. Sister Bikini? Take that. Talking about Sister Bikini, of course. Sister Bikini? Her testimony in court today was very clear. Right, I remember that. Sister Bikini didn't just see you, she spoke of you. You two talked about Maya's training at night. So you see, Iris, you were there at the Inner Temple the night of the murder. That's very impressive, Mr. Wright. The Acolyte's actual training was due to start after 10 o'clock that night. I left the main hall early so I wouldn't be late. Well, what time was that? Let me see. It takes about 20 minutes to walk between the main hall and the Inner Temple. So I would have left at about 9:40 p.m. I think. I'm sorry, Iris, but line just doesn't suit you. Huh? Oh yeah, that. Take that. You testified to the contrary, don't you remember? You said you rang the lights out bell at 10 o'clock that night. Oh. Plus, only moments before you rang that bell, you were seen at the main hall by the most reliable witness I have. Who's that? Me. Mr. Wright? We even spoke a little that evening. That's when you gave me this. Surely you haven't forgotten. No, that's right, I remember. That brings us to another puzzling fact, Iris. At 10 o'clock on the night of the murder, you were seen in two different places at the same time. It's time you tell me exactly what's been going on, Iris. So far, I managed to prove two things. First, on the night of the incident, you were at the Inner Temple. And second, at the exact same time, you were ringing the bell at Hazakura Temple. There's only one possible explanation for this apparent impossibility. On the night of the incident, you were seen in two different places at the same time. which means there must have been two of you. I can't think of any other explanation, Iris. But that's crazy. How could that be? There's only one me. It's impossible. Impossible? I wonder. The way you're trailing certainly seems to suggest otherwise. You're seriously trying to suggest there's more than one of me? I can only think of one thing, and if that's not it, then I don't think I have what I need. I have this yet. Mr. Wright, when you said there was another me, I was kind of expecting someone who looked like me, you know. I guess so. I did the wrong thing, didn't I? We need to get to the bottom of this. Iris is determined to hide something from me. I can't drag her out of here unless I show her some irrefutable evidence. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. Don't mean to be uncooperative, but you're seriously trying to suggest there's more than one of me? I don't think I have the evidence for that, but it's good to know I almost have it. Yeah, I don't think I have anything that really that could really prove that fact. I'll get back to you. The cops are so common in the place. They look pretty nervous. Well, I'd be nervous too. It's gotta be a tough job. Especially with someone giving me the evil eye the whole time. I've done that. Can't believe it's still bothering him. Edworth. Don't. Don't you dare run away. You want, right? What do I want? Came here to laugh at me. Get on with it. Go on, laugh away. I was ready to hug it out with him, but he's just saying prideful Edgeworth. Oh, you went back to the criminal affairs department, right? He said he wanted to look into something concerning Iris. Yes. Thanks to what I found, I was reminded of something terrible. Curiosity. If you want to know how to run a perfect trial, there's a lot of study and learn. Is that what you're studying about right now? I'm at the prosecutor bench for trials in 5 different countries now. First thing you must do is gain complete mastery of the language. It's quite a task. I'd never get anywhere then. Taking me a lifetime to sort of master one language. It's been more than a year since I last saw Francisco myself. But it seems she's been dying to see you again. She really said that? I believe she wants to eat you for breakfast, or to put another way, it would be silly. Literally and metaphorically. Oh. Come on, let her have her way. It would make for a great anecdote about my track. Get an edge roof. I was just with that gumshoe. I treated him just a pasta. You owe him that much. After all, it's your fault his salary's so low. How is it my fault? And look, if you're gonna buy the guy lunch, at least get him something decent, okay? Gumshoe practically lives on pasta and noodles already. Well, I did order some extra Parmesan cheese on top. He was crying tears of joy as he dug into it. It was quite moving. What to do is get the poor guy a raise. He's something of a legend, I hear. Don't say it like you don't know anything about him. Tell me what you know. It's a bit strange, actually. If he really was anything special, I would have heard about him by now. I'm always well informed about the rookies coming to the prosecutor's office, you know. And then you mean he isn't anything special? Should already know the answer to that. Oh no, there is one other possibility. What's that? He could have come from the profession from a different channel. What different channel? There's more than one way to become a prosecutor, right? Perhaps he started off as a defense attorney but decided it wasn't for him. Defense attorney? Didn't even know you could switch sides like that. What in doubt. You guys are putting a lot of effort into the investigation of Garden now. The high chances the actual scene of the crime, that's why. You mean because of the writing of blood and the talisman in the snow? Exactly. As you know, these things couldn't have been planted here after the murder. Surely, you don't suspect Maya, do you? We have to treat everyone as a suspect. Maya as well as Iris. It's our job, right? So I guess you still haven't gone over your fear of earthquakes. No. Thankfully my nightmares have stopped. Still, if the ground gives even the slightest tremor, I find myself short of breath. 17 years ago, we were little school kids at the same elementary school. Okay, so I was thinking of the right thing. Ashford found himself in the middle of a murder. It all started with the big quake that hit the courthouse. Yes, I was stuck in the elevator with my father, who was a defense attorney. We were deprived of oxygen and we passed out. That's when it happened. A single gunshot shattered my whole life. Lost everything that day, because of that earthquake. My dreams, my family, myself. And it's been more than 17 years now. That case was finally resolved 2 years ago, right? I think I don't know that. I was there, but it was such a shock. I never imagined I could be so wrong about myself and my life. Sorry, right? There's nothing else I can say. After you chose to become a lawyer for my sake, and not after you saved me. Andrew, if you're stronger than you think, so no more just self-pity, okay? Yeah, that case was an ordeal and a half. It was a good time now. It was a good time to decipher, but man, that case was a doozy. There's something that bothered me about her from the moment we met. feel like I've seen her before. No, wait. That's somewhere. I feel like I've seen her in court before. So you went back to the criminal affairs department to look for a file? Yes, I checked over every case file I've ever worked on. And I was right. I had seen her face before, 6 years ago. 6 years ago? It was my first appearance in court, and as cases go, it was my worst nightmare. So, who is she? I'm sorry, Wright. Can't give the information away to a member of the general public. Why not? It might prove a crucial piece of the puzzle that solves the case. The woman I knew was the daughter of a jewelry store owner. She had nothing to do with Iris and Hazakura Temple. And neither did the case. No, that woman's completely unrelated to this murder. Unrelated? Yes, I can say that with complete confidence. Wrong, Edgeworth. She's totally related to this case. I need to feel Edgeworth in. I need to explain the connection between Iris and the woman Edgeworth knew. Oh, keep doing the wrong button. One of the biggest things in the world of law, as I'm sure you'll agree. Better or for worse, we were only destined to meet once in the courtroom. Oh, I read all about it. It was the first time for the both of us, two novices head to head. I could still remember how downhearted I felt after that trial ended the way it did. I wonder if me I felt the same way too. Apparently, Iris was taken in by the sisters here at the temple when she was a child. However, we still don't know about her past, so we're looking into it. Reminds me. After went back to the criminal affairs department to look at some stuff on her. Oh. Another victim we know nothing about, same as always. I hope you'll tell me if you know something about Mr. Roulette, right? At least Duex was no ordinary visitor to the temple. But a sure identity could be a useful weapon for defense. And give that away just like that. It seems that Pearl was trapped here on the river on the night of the murder. Did she tell you anything? Listen, right. She's just a kid. I can't force things out of her. You don't have to be the one to find out what she knows. Oh, guess I have nothing else I can do. Store. Right, there's only one lock, but now there's 5 of them. It's chains. It's almost as if they're guarding something inside that cavern. I've never seen locks quite like this before. I have. I've seen locks and chains just like these before. They look just like the ones that guard a person's secrets during a psych lock. One of these locks are guarding something too. Dark secrets in a dark cavern. Okay. Nothing changed here, so... I guess I'll make my way back to Bikini, I guess. That's the only I could think of. Finally getting to the bottom of this case. You count on Iris to break those locks, so I should try to gather more clues. From Sister Bikini, Ashworth, Gumshoe. Pearls. Something strange about the incinerator. Right, I already examined it before. I guess these things relit up once I got over to the next portion of this investigation, I guess. Back to the bridge. It's weirder to snow around here all of a sudden. Sure gets quiet up here in the mountains when you're out on your own. We're gonna go alone. I guess I'll just check out the shack just down the path. Maybe I'll find Larry just soaking again. Oh, if you say so, game. Oh, Mr. Nick. Girls, what are you doing here? Nothing. Oh, Mystic Maya, is she alright? Well, we don't know yet. Oh, I see. Hey, what do you think you're doing here, Nick? Larry. This is a little shack where losers get together to lose themselves. Is this a what? We might cover each other's failures, okay? You got a problem with that? Look, Mr. Nick. Mr. Luis did a picture of me. That's, great, pearls. We're gonna get firewood now. We'll be cooking some half-rotten potatoes over a miserable little campfire. So, stay out of the way. I believe this. I try getting fired up over becoming a better man. No one believes a word I say anymore. Listen to me, Pearl. You don't want to trust this kind of guy, okay? You'll only let you down. Mystic Maya. I'm gonna get my qualities. I should say to save me for when I get into a psych lock, not just because I'm seeing new dialogue. Just have habit to break the whole chronically saving thing. Larry, is there something you want to tell me about this picture? I got to say to you, Nick. My life's here now with Pearl. Julius is cooking potatoes together forevermore. What can I do with him? Alright then, what do you think about this picture, Pearls? I think it's really well drawn. I can't draw at all, so I think it's really amazing. See, someone appreciates it. Stop getting the flames to look like that, you know. It's supposed to be Sister Iris flying through the air, isn't it? I love it. It's like a dream, a wonderful fantasy. No, it wasn't a dream. She really flew. I'm telling you, Iris really flew that night. But, Mr. Larice... And actually, too... Don't look at me like that, Pearl. Don't look at me like I'm some kind of nutcase, I beg of you. I guess his picture really is a representation of what Larry thinks he saw. Okay, so I was half asleep when I was here that night. But I was right awake after the lightning struck. And I saw what I saw. It was exactly like I drew in the picture. It looks like I don't have any choice but to take the sketch at face value. That look down on your face. Pearls? Yes, Mr. Nick? I've been meaning to ask you about the night of the murder. Oh, where are you and what exactly were you doing when it all happened? I, I was just, well, I'm just a kid, you know. I'm sure it doesn't really matter what was I doing, does it, Mr. Nick? Sorry, Pearls, but yes, it does. On the night of the murder, you were supposed to be in Mr. Exum's room reading a book together. But Mr. Exum was murdered and you, Pearls, were at the inner temple. Just what exactly happened tonight, Pearls? I'm really sorry, Mr. Nick. I've been a bad girl. It's why I'm being punished. What are you talking about, Pearls? My spiritual power disappeared. Their powers are disappeared? What do you mean your powers disappeared, Pearls? It's all over for me. At spirit meeting, we can't channel spirits. It's like a painter who can't paint. Hey, what are you looking at me for? Pearls? Did you try to channel someone's spirit right here at Hazakura Temple? Tried but failed, perhaps? Oh. Way to go, Nick. You made her cry. It's really cruel of you. Like that. I'm gonna have to break her sag logs to get the truth out of her. Alright, well, I guess now I have a reason to save. Before I do... Okay, never mind. The game says nope, you must do your thing and nothing else. That being said, that's a lot of Cyclops. After dinner the night of the murder, you were supposed to be in at least two Exum's room reading a book together, correct? Yes, I was so happy when she invited me. But I didn't go in the end. Didn't go? No, there was somewhere else I had to go instead. I was so worried I had to go. I didn't want to do it myself. So nervous. So Pearl never went to Mr. Exum's room. Because she was too worried about something or someone else. Else? Yeah, she went to the inner temple then, right? You went here, didn't you, Pearls? It's like she's still not gonna open to me. This is where you went because you were so worried, right? Then the next question is, who or what were you so worried about? Right, now I'm gonna take a guess. You can tell me if I'm right or wrong, okay? You mean you know? If I'm right, will you tell me the whole truth? Okay. Well, you went to this place for one simple reason. It was this. Take that. It's obvious what you were so worried about, Pearls. It was Maya, wasn't it? You knew the training Maya was undertaking was dangerous. After all, it was a special course. I signed up for your special course? Well, my, quite bravely considering how cold it is. Young people could be so reckless with their health. Right, I remember that conversation. Sister became scared with what she said, didn't she? And because it was you who introduced Hazakura Temple to Maya in the first place, you felt responsible, didn't you? Thinking about what could happen to missing Maya made me more and more worried. I couldn't sit still at all. That's why I decided to go and find out how she was doing at the inner temple. Then we're clear now that you went to the inner temple that night, Pearls. What's not clear is what happened after that. About what time was it when you headed over to the inner temple? It was probably around 9:30 when I left the main hall. I heard the real training was supposed to start at 10. I wanted to get there before it started. But there was so much snow, so I didn't get there until after 10 o'clock. Till after 10? How'd you know what time it was? Because I heard the bell ringing for lights out. She heard the lights out bell? The Hazakura temple bell's pretty small though, isn't it? Must have really good hearing. I was trying to pick up the sound of the bell, that's all. I didn't want to miss it. That would be terrible. She was trying to hear the bell? Tell me, Pearls. Why were you so worried about hearing that bell? Oh, I That probably means that scrolls gonna come up later, I guess. You know, I thought that was it for a second there, because I figured she'd be superstitious too. You know, Mr. Nick, I think you should take a break now. Your hair's starting to look a bit tired. Those spikes aren't looking so sharp. I'm gonna go with a theory, but I'm probably sure I'm wrong about this fact, and I'm probably gonna load it because that's eating up a lot of my health if I guess wrong. But at the same time, I don't think I have what I need. I don't think. No, it's not that. I was thinking she was afraid of lighting, that's why she wanted to hurry. Okay, I think I'm gonna load it back then. I'm gonna go under the assumption if I don't have what I need just yet. Okay. I know Pearls is safe, but we have to investigate more, I guess. I wonder if Sister Bikini's back at the main hall yet. I haven't think I'm sure. Around for a while later. Maybe they're having a cup of tea together somewhere. I bet Gumshoe's Sister Bikini's type. Probably. Well, what's the damage? How's Sacred Cavern? Well, it looks like it survived, but we have a bigger problem now. I told Sister Bikini all about it. About the 5 locks that are stopping us from getting inside the Sacred Cavern. But who had done that? The only people who know how to set those strict locks are those of the current sacred tradition. Well, we have Iris at the Sacred Cavern trying her best to open them for us right now. Actually, there's something I've been meaning to talk with you about, Sister Bikini. Yes, we're in the middle of a chat, were we? Yes, you were telling me about how the Master of Cure disappeared 17 years ago. I want to know why Misty Face only appeared at the temple. It was about a week when Mystic Elise... No, I mean Mystic Misty arrived. After she showed me the talisman that proved she was a master, she said, "Someone's trying to destroy the current tradition's main family line." Also, let you're second today. Congrats. I'm here to put a stop to them. Someone was trying to destroy the main family line? There is only one heir to the title of master at any time. It's usually the eldest. That child becomes a new master of Kieran and her daughters the main family. All other mediums become branch family members with no hope of controlling the clan. That's why nothing has changed throughout the history of the clan. Branch families always have and always will plot to erase those of the main family line. ... exclamation point. The power of the master worth this much bloodshed? You believe in the technique, don't you, Mr. Wright? You know its power is real. Yeah, I do. It's been 2 years since I first met Maya. In that time, I've seen her channel the spirits of the dead plenty of times. During the Master Mask case, and during the Mega Bright's trial too. For better or worse in the second one. Well, thanks to Maya, Mia's always on hand to help me out when I need her the most. Curing technique has made a huge difference in the world, you know. I mean, the ability to commune with the dead? That's true psychic power, you know. Members of the tradition have always been there behind every important leader. Who wouldn't respect as a tremendous skill? I suppose so, but all that power and influence, I kind of expected you to be really rich by now. Are you saying we're poor, Mr. Wright? You're very direct, aren't you? People don't believe in it anymore, you see. All because of one little mistake. A mistake? What mistake? It was 17 years ago. That's when everything came crashing down. All because of that incident. That incident? She talking about what I think she is? I'm sure the record still exists if you're interested. Locked up, of course. It was called the DL6 incident. That's the name of the file. DL6 incident. I knew it. I distinctly remember the incident, yeah. The DL6 incident. I knew it well. I handled a related case just 2 years ago. Oh, that's right. So, it was you who was the defense attorney on the case. A murder that took place 17 years ago. It was the first time in the country's history the police ever used a spirit medium. The idea was to channel the victim's spirit to learn the identity of the murderer. And the medium who performed the channeling was Misty Faye, Maya's mother. Through Mystic Misty's channeling, the nameless tournament surfaced. Armed with that as evidence, the investigators who spurred into action. That man. He was found not guilty, wasn't he? That's right, he was. And the case remained a mystery. In other words, we failed. It was the first case the world had ever seen a current tradition openly involved in. It's all over the media, the public, the judiciary, the people of Current Village. Everyone judged her. Everyone said Mystic Missy's powers were a sham. And then she just disappeared, vanished while everyone still thought of her as a fraud. I know the truth. Missy's space spirit channeling wasn't a sham at all. Of course it wasn't. And since he managed to fulfill the truth, we're finally making a comeback. The current tradition is starting to recover at last. But with a new master wielding the power of the clan. Do you mean Maya? The spiritual power of the current channeling techniques is in the blood. Well, Maya told me the exact same thing before. We, the women of the Fae clan, have always been spirit mediums. This is because the power to communicate with spirits flows strongly through us. Well, according to Maya, only the women of the family can inherit that power. The main family's bloodline stems directly from Mystic Amy. But with each new generation, only one daughter becomes a new master. And the ones who don't become branch families, right? That's right, it's always a cause of tragedy. You know, Maya had a sister too, an older sister named Mia. Yes, I've heard of her. Nani, you know about Mia? Of course, she became a lawyer in the hopes of discovering what happened to her mother. And lost her life as a result. Do you know what Mystic Mia's rumor trap said? She said it wasn't only because of her mother that she became a lawyer. She also didn't want to fight with her sister over the leadership of the tradition. She also didn't want to fight with her sister over the leadership of the tradition. Really? Well, she saw what happened to her own mother, Mystic Missy, as she grew up. I guess Mystic Mia got tired of seeing all the rivalry between her mom and her aunt. That's right, Mystic Faye had an elder sister too. And Misty, having superior powers, managed to assert the Master's Seat from her. Mystic Misty's sister is Mystic Morgan, as you probably know. Morgan? That's a name I know well. It was a year ago now at Maya's home, Current Village. What she did was terrible. It was also she could make her own daughter the next master. Supposed to be noble Mystic Morgan's daughter. Then you must have already realized that Iris, What's Iris gotta do with any of this? That Iris is Mystic Morgan's daughter. Wow. Iris is what? She's kidding me. She's kidding, right? Iris is Morgan Faye's daughter? Huh. You know, I was expecting a twist, but no. Yes. No, actually it makes complete sense based on episode 1. I was thinking it was just petty rivalry, I mean, not petty rivalry, but petty, I thought it was bad blood between the first case and Mia's second case. Alright. Did you say that Iris is Morgan Faye's daughter? I thought you already knew. It sounded like you met one of Mystic Morgan's daughters already. Well, I have, and I know her very well. Oh? Yeah, Pearl Faye. But I always thought she was the only child. That child? She's Mystic Morgan's? I had no idea. Mystic Morgan? But she's in prison now, isn't she? Yes, ever since she was found to be a co-conspirator in a murder case last year. It was all done to set Pearls up as the next master. I see. So, I've been wrong all this time? Mystic Morgan had 3 daughters, not 2? Wait, what? 3? Yes, Iris, her twin sister, and Mystic Pearl. Nani? Twin sister? Didn't you know it all happened 20 years ago? After the clan leadership was taken from her sister, Mystic Morgan's life crumbled. It wasn't many years later that Kieran's reputation hit an all-time low. When Mystic Morgan's husband realized his wife would never become the master, he left her in the village, taking her twin daughters with him. How awful. He was a jeweler, you know. In the end, he remarried, and that's when it happened. He decided to give one of his girls up to be looked after by us here at the temple. That was Iris, you see. It's unbelievable. If Iris had a twin sister, could it be? Can you tell me one more thing, Sister Bikini? What was the name of Iris' sister? Sorry, Mr. Wright. I just can't remember. All I can recall is that her father was a jeweler. It's a clue, I guess. A jeweler? Thank you very much. Well, you have cleared up a lot of details. Pearls had 2 older sisters, huh? Yes, that's right. No doubt it was all because of Mystic Morgan's anger toward the main family. Anger? What do you mean? Twin daughters were taken from her by her jeweler husband, but even that couldn't destroy her dream that a child of hers would one day lead the clan. That's why she had pearls? It seems that the incident here was a result of Mystic Morgan's anger. She was able to break free of the bars that confine her. So Iris has a twin sister. Plot thickens. This information will be useless unless I could flesh it out a bit. You need to ask for questions to get some more information. Okay, so the bigger twist than I imagined. Gumshoe, if we present Iris's profile at Edgeworth, we did a database that fingerprints that came up from nothing. Even identical twins can have different fingerprints. I mean, you're not wrong. I have an idea of who the twin sister is. I just wasn't really expecting a twist like that, honestly, but I guess that means that Iris really is just a twin to that one particular person. Out of curiosity, has anything changed out here? Well, sound like someone's happy. Tune is that they're having. Well, I could definitely imagine which person it is, aka that one person from the Maggie Bird case. Whoop, I love my job. It really does come back to DL6. It's canon full date. The Apollo Justice stuff I don't know about. I'm still concerned if I want to dig into that trilogy or not on Steam. But I have not gone that far, so that's technically spoiler territory. Who cares if the clues I found are no good? It's not what investigating is all about. The investigator investigates for the love of investigating. It's a passion. Yeah, never would have guessed that Gumshoe was a Durage. Hey, pal. Me? How long have you been here? I just got her. Oh, okay. So, what are you up to, detective? I'm investigating, pal. I made a promise to Mr. Edgeworth. I promised I would find the real murder weapon. Right, the real murder weapon. That barbed sword thing turned out to be a false lead, right? Gave me my best shot here, but I still haven't turned up any clues. I just found this weird scrap of paper. Looks like a letter or something. Doesn't seem to have anything to do with the case, though. A letter? So, how's the investigation going, Detective Gumshoe? Don't know if I should be telling you, pal, but I guess it can't hurt. Looks like the murder took place in the Inner Temple Garden. They're taking that bloody writing on a lantern pretty seriously back at headquarters. What? You mean? Don't know the details, pal. All I know is, if you don't find money down that secret cavern, we're gonna be faced with one ugly situation. What kind of ugly situation we're looking at here? Got me, I don't know. They're not my words, pal. Said it. Mr. Godot. Godot? What does he mean by that? About that letter you found. Don't remind me, pal. I'm busting a gut here trying to find a murder weapon. All I find is some burnt up Old letter. Burnt type old letter? Yeah, it was in that incinerator right outside the inner temple. Incinerator? Knew it. I knew I wasn't imagining that. There was still an incinerator when I first saw it. But after the incident, the snow melted away. Which means someone used the incinerator on the night of the murder. What's up with you, pal? I got it right here if you want to take a look. Can I? Do you mind? Sure, go nuts. I don't want it, pal. You can have it. It's all spirit mediums and masters and stuff. But it's got no relation to the case. Spirit mediums? It's gotta be in part of it mentions spirit mediums and masters. Better give it a good looking over and some serious thought. Sure, you chuck in the trash when you're done, pal. When you're done, there's the crime, pal. Be careful once night falls. Should be there. As soon as you hear the lights out bell, you must channel her spirit. Leave everything up to her. Her name is... She is all... the whole. Here's a picture of her. Use it when you channel her. I know you can do it. Once this is burned, also make... Tell anyone about the setter. Bravely roast the masters in the fires of Hades and bring our vengeance to fruition. Okay, so that's very important. Got it. So, what do you know about the real murder weapon so far? Well, it wasn't a cheeky Shido that was found impaled in the victim's body. Instead, you're proved in a court today. Right, that's true. In which case, it must have been another blade. And that's what you're running around like a headless chicken looking for now, huh? Man, is it tiring work. Let me tell you something, pal. I'm no chicken. We got the better forensics in our camp these days. We used the department's secret weapon on this. Secret weapon? Well, what's the secret weapon of yours? Well, no, you've got to think scientifically, okay? Alright. The murder weapon was a sword. Swords are, scientifically speaking, made of metal, right? Any questions so far? No. I know what he's gonna say, but I'll let him look smart. So it's a perfect tool for the job. Ta-da, metal detector. Well, raise your hand if you need to see this from a mile away. Well, you want to get scientific investigation to go? Me? I've been using this thing for hours now. It's pretty boring after a while. Why don't you give it a try? No. You know what? Sure, why not? Oh, pal, it's good fun, I'm telling you. Alright, I guess I'll give it a go. Like I said, this is Parcel's advanced gadget, the absolute best. It's so sensitive you can make it cry. So I tell you could skydive off it. Ah, bother. Now I'm going to tell you how to use it. It's possible the real murder weapon's around here somewhere, right? Yeah, that's what we've been trying to find out. Right, so first turn the detector on. Okay, so tutorial time. Got it. It's going by itself. I'm not pushing the button, but I have a device. Right. That reminds me, do you know about that sword? It's supposed to represent the multiple branches that life could take, all in against one. Ladder? I mean, the ladder is metal. Okay. Of course, the blue badger is mentioned. Just curious if anything else pops out or not. Wait, the staff counts? That's Mr. Maxim's staff, isn't it? Scientifically speaking, they're usually made of wood. But the detective's reacting to it. Yeah, but however you look at it, the thing's made of wood, alright? Don't bother investigating anything unless it looks like it might be metallic. The whole point of a metal detector to find metal where you can't see it. It's weird this thing is causing a racket. Let me take a look at it. Hands up. Examine the evidence is a job for the rack. The top is falling coming off. You done, you damaged a really important piece of evidence. That's a sword inside the staff. Could it be the murder weapon? Oh, I didn't update. I didn't update it. I probably should. No, I can't. I don't think I can go back to that, but I imagine the ladder probably has something funny if you examine it. I never would have guessed it'd be a sword concealed in the victim's staff. They call this kind of thing a sword king, pal. So it's a real gem. Workmanship's really something else. Thank goodness it wasn't a cane sword, or else the victims would have stabbed their own foot. I officially give up on trying to figure out how Gumshoe's mind works. If the real scene of the crime was the inner-temple pardon, why was a sword used to kill the victim found in the main hall courtyard? Hey, Gumshoe? Who knows about the hidden sword? No one. Even the police didn't know about this until I discovered it just now. Oh, as they say, there's no team in Gumshoe. Doesn't look like there's any traces of blood on it. And I guess this isn't the murder weapon, huh? Oh, I'm sure someone just wiped it off after the murder. Yeah, of course, this thing's definitely the murder weapon. Great job, pal. It's about the same language as Shido too. This must be the murder weapon. Okay, I'm gonna run over to forensics. There's gotta be some traces of blood left, even if most of it's been wiped off. See you later, pal. Every case gonna be all airtight. Every case gonna be airtight. Hold it. Wait up, detective. Huh? What is it, pal? I'm a pretty crazy guy right now, you know. You're gonna get that stuff analyzed, right? Would you mind holding off for just a while? What are you talking about, pal? Please? Just until we find Maya. Maya? What's that got to do with her? I don't know, but I'm starting to get a really bad feeling in the pit of my stomach. So, how so? Look, Maya's trapped inside the sacred cabin right now, and well, we don't even know if she's okay or not. The more evidence and testimony I hear, the more uneasy I feel. Don't think I has been murdered. He detective is just let's just wait until we can get inside the sacred cavern. You're looking kind of pretty in there. Dot dot dot. Okay, let's talk about that face, pal. One thing now. This damn secret trick. Maybe between you and me, alright? It's how we knew about it, didn't say anything, we're finished. I understand. Just a regular run-of-the-mill staff, you got it? Okay, now you take good care of it, pal. Thanks, detective. Don't worry. Be fine. Gotcha. You know, there's a place at the base of the mountain that has some really good pasta. Well, I'd take you there when we find Maya, huh, pal? Sure. Thanks. Staff apparently had a sword hidden inside. No one knows except me and Gumshoe. I have a wonder now. What was at least the Exum doing with a staff like this in the first place? Okay, out of curiosity. Oh, right, present. Okay. I've seen this lady someplace before. Is she that drop really large strawberry dessert woman? Right, she's Profay's mother, right? Well, that's right. She was involved in an incident in Kern Village last year, wasn't she? Hey, she was the one who did it. Doesn't he think his whole thought through before opening his mouth? Yeah, that was one ugly case, huh, pal? Was? Don't know. The more we look at this case, the more I feel like that one never ended. She's locked up safe in solitary confinement at the Dead Saturday now. At least we could rule her out of the case. Right, I did that before. Okay. Did I present this to you? When I think about it, I do feel kind of sorry for Mystic Morgan. Wasn't her fault that her sister was the more powerful spirit medium? Mystic Morgan just couldn't compete with her sister. Must have been really tough on her. Oh, even so. Doesn't excuse all the things she did. No, of course not. Okay. Well, I got all I can get from you, which is a lot of important stuff in actuality. Alright, the plot thickens with that thing. I'm trying to think if this is probably what's important for Maya or Pearls. I mean that Iris or Pearls. I go to the Pearls first. I was expecting Larry and Pearls to be here. I guess they really did. I guess they really must have gone to collect firewood. Okay, well that answers that question. Okay, I can present something finally to you. Ashworth, did you know that Iris had a twin sister? What? A twin? Can't be serious. Well, Sister Bikini told me, but the problem is she didn't know the name of this twin. There was something about Iris having a sister in the files I checked. Well, Iris was taken in by the temple when she was really young. Apparently her sister was raised by her father, a jeweler, I think. A jeweler? Right, I just might know who this twin sister of hers is. I had a feeling you'd say that. Let me guess. Her name's Jalia Hawthorne, right? Yes, exactly. Well, please tell me what you know about her, Edgeworth, please. It was my first court case 6 years ago. I was a greenhorn, and due to my inexperience, the defendant died. You're talking about Terry Falls, right? You know about that case? Well, you're not the only one who noticed something about Iris and Dolly Hawthorne. I checked one of Mia's old files from 6 years ago. Yes, Dolly was a key witness in that case. Dolly and Terry Falls conspired to get her to see the false kidnapping 11 years ago. They stole a jewel worth $2 million from Dolly's father, a jeweler. And 5 years after that, she murdered her own sister, Valerie Hawthorne, to keep her from talking. Her sister? Well, her stepsister, actually. They weren't blood related. Valerie was the only daughter of Dahlia's father's second wife. Oh. This is when she entered my life. The woman who tried to kill me. So, after Terry Fells died, what happened with Dahlia? Did you check that out? ... Does it really matter? Like I said, Dahlia isn't connected with this case. Why are you so sure about that? It's simple. Dahlia Hawthorne's dead. Nani? Well, her metabolic processes are a matter of interest only to historians, so to speak. Wait, she died? What do you mean by Dahlia Hawthorne's dead, Edgeworth? Right. I must confess that in reading her file, I came to know the murder case you were involved in during your college years. Dahlia Hawthorne was found guilty, thanks to the persistence of Mia Fey. Now that glare makes obvious sense. Dahlia certainly inherited Marcus' blinking angry eyes and was caught by her cousin. I mean, the glare makes sense now that I actually have Morgan Fade connected to. That was creepy. Yeah, will never leave my brain for quite a while actually. At the same time, Dahlia, it's like she was possessed by a demon or something. It's been almost 5 years since that guilty verdict was handed down. And her sentence was finally carried out. She was executed last month. Executed? I'm sure it's a bit of a shock for you, right? And for more reasons than one. But do you understand now? She can't possibly be connected with the case. She's dead, and when someone's dead, there's no way to revive them. There's no way to revive the dead? I wonder. It seems you're not aware of one other connection yet, Edgeworth. What is that? It's about Iris and Dahlia Hawthorne's mother. What's her mother got to do with any of this? She's Morgan Fay, a spirit medium from a branch family of the current channeling technique. Say current channeling technique. Do you know something about it? Yes, it was connected with that fraudulent spirit medium. Right, DL6. It's involved in another nightmare 17 years ago. Was caught up in the middle of the murder investigation. The police didn't have any other leads. They were stumped, and that's when they called her in. She was a very famous spirit medium and the master of her channeling school. And you know what happened? As a result of her efforts, an innocent man was accused of murder. She and her powers, they were all fraudulent. Edgeworth. Go to the police records room, it's all in there. All you have to do is check the DL6 case. DL6 in the case file, you'll know. Of course, how could I ever forget? Edgeworth was a victim in that case. Edgeworth, you'll understand someday. And then you'll say the current channeling technique's real. Okay, right. I learned a lot of things, and some stuff that I probably wish I didn't know in the first place. My mind has an idea about what probably went down, but it's all conjecture until the game says so, I guess. But I do have more evidence to get to, so let's try this again. See if Streamer Brain can remember the two things I yeeted at her before I got stumped in the third. Okay, that updated. Morgan Fay's daughter and Iris's twin sister. She was executed last month. Right, that person. The next one was her testimony. First on the night incident, you were found near the temple. Second, you were ringing the bell. There were two of you. And the burn letter makes a lot more sense now. Is it this? No. I doubt I'm probably wrong in this fact too, but maybe. Okay, take that. I have a firm grasp of the situation now, Iris. You have a sister, don't you? A twin sister, perhaps. Eh. That's right, Dahlia Hawthorne. A woman I know only too well. I had no idea you knew of her. Present, Mr. Wright. But she's no longer... Yeah, I know. Her sentence was carried out recently, wasn't it? I'm sorry. Thank you. There's no need to explain now, is there, Iris? This second you who was here at the temple the night of the murder. It was your twin sister, Dahlia Hawthorne. You just said it yourself a second ago. My sister's dead. Have you forgotten that? Have you forgotten this, Iris? This is a channeling dojo, a training ground of the current channeling technique. That night, someone channeled Dahlia's spirit, and you know about it. And that's a secret you've been trying to hide from me. Of course, I do it backwards, and it's a face, not the letter. I just found that Gumshoe was too dumb to notice. I was in my room in the main hall that night. As soon as I heard that I'd been spotted at the inner temple, I knew. I knew it was my sister. Dahlia, the other half of me who passed away last month. Just as I suspected. The Iris that Sister Bikini saw at the inner temple the night of the murder. It was Dahlia Hawthorne. But why didn't you tell me this before? Because my sister always does the right thing. Excuse me? And because I must get in the way of what she's trying to do. I betrayed her once before. I can't do it again. You betrayed her? What do you mean? That's why I had to accept him and be found guilty. It's the only way. What is she talking about? You know about it, don't you, Mr. Wright? About the fake kidnapping that took place here in Eagle Mountain 11 years ago? That was the start of it all. It's what started her down a twisted path. She started to commit crime after crime, and in the end, she lost her life. It's all because I betrayed her. Well, how'd you betray her, Iris? It's no coincidence Eagle Mountains where the exchange was to take place. After all, I helped her plan the whole thing. Nani? But I got scared, so I ran away. What are you talking about? Why would you help her? Stealing $2 million from your own father? It's awful. I promised that I'd help. And she didn't do it for the money. Huh? It was revenge on her own father. Revenge? What do you mean by revenge? The hideous man, he threw her mother away and sent her to hell. Her mother? Her mother? She must be talking about Morgan Fay. Our mother was the eldest daughter of the main branch of the Fay family. The main family had a lot of influence in many business and political circles at the time. As the eldest daughter, our mother was set to inherit all of that as the next master. That's the reason our father married our mother in the first place, for power. But his plan backfired. Because our mother's sister took it all from her, she took over as a master of Curran. Well, that would be Misty Faye, Maya's mother. But before long, the credibility of the current tradition hit rock bottom. The new master, Mystic Misty Faye, made a terrible mistake. It was during the investigation of the DL6 incident. After that happened, our father took me and my twin sister away, leaving our mother and our home behind. He hated the place. He said it was a hick dive and he had no reason to stay there. And that's when he came here to Hazakura Temple? Yes. The woman my father took as his next wife already had a daughter, Valerie. I had no place in his new family, you see. No. And I haven't seen my mother once since then. Having this master see stolen with her and being rejected by her own family? I've heard she's been very battered spiritually and emotionally. Well, I think I'm finally beginning to see how the pieces fit together. I've asked her everything I can in my capacity as a prosecutor. This incident. Everything related to it goes back to the history of the Faye clan. And that's what it looks like. Iris, there's just one more thing I want you to tell me. What is it? During the incident in which your sister Dahlia Hawthorne poisoned a lawyer, she began a relationship with a certain college student in order to hide the evidence. That college student, have you heard anything about him? Well, I did hear one thing. She said she hated his guts. I see. Well, thanks for your help. You're welcome. Hurry up, Phoenix Wright. There's still much to investigate. These locks and me. I'll open them for you, I promise. Thank you. Suppose I'd better continue my investigation. There's still one giant secret left to unlock. Earl's Psych Lock. Actually, out of curiosity, before I leave you to your investigation, to your lockpicking. Oh, I keep doing the wrong thing. Okay. The game says no. Maybe? No. Alright, fine. Well, excuse me, Francisca. I'm out. Look at that, they really did make a fire right in front of the shack. Oh, Mr. Nick. Here's your late, Nick. Came in for one of our potatoes, we've already polished them off. Okay, well I think I pretty much got all the evidence I need. I just need to find out what Pearls is hiding. AKA a lot of trial and error, probably. I think I cracked one of these locks, and then I got stumped because I didn't have the right evidence. Right, I remember now. You went to the temple. And you went there because you wanted to see Maya. Raising your word about the bell. This? Yeah, take that. You were given some instructions to follow for that night, weren't you? I presume you recognize these pieces of paper? Where did you? In the incinerator at the inner temple. Girls. You were following the instructions in this letter at night, weren't you? That's why you couldn't afford to miss the sound of the lights out bell? I'm speechless, Mr. Nick. You're amazing. These instructions that were found in the incinerator. I believe they were written for you, Pearls. For me, I know. As you can see, a large portion has been burnt. But the last section is still fairly legible. As soon as you hear the lights out bell, you must channel her spirit. Who was it, Pearls? Whose spirit were you supposed to be channeling? While taking into account the author of the note and the purpose for writing it, whose spirit would Pearls have been trying to channel? Overthink it, Phoenix. It's pretty obvious who Pearls was supposed to channel. Take that. It was Jolly Hawthorne, wasn't it? That was the name that was in the letter. Just as I suspected. It wasn't Iris who saw Sister Bikini met at the inner temple that night. It was Dahlia Hawthorne. Do you know anything about her, Pearls? Do you know what kind of woman Dahlia Hawthorne was? No. I've never heard of anyone by that name before reading these instructions. Well, I thought so. Pearls doesn't have a clue. She doesn't know that Dahlia is her sister. About the instructions in the letter I found, Pearls. Who wrote them? Whoever it was actually channeled the spirit of someone you've never heard of. You must have quite a lot of respect for them. After all, you followed their instructions without question. So, here's my next question. I mean, I made a It's a 50-50, but it's either it has to be her or it has to be... No. Yes? Take that. Girls. They said to get it backwards for once. I have to wonder about something. You didn't have any idea what these instructors meant, did you? But you followed them to the letter regardless. Why? Because it was your own mother who asked you. That's why. How did you? I figured it out. The person who wrote you this letter was your own mother, Morgan Fay. Alright, Prills, it's time you start telling me the truth. Mr. Nick, I should hold me back from me. Don't like this. Don't underestimate me just because I'm a child. Huh? If you're trying to say I follow his instructions, I'd like to see some proof. Nani? Because I don't think you have any. She'd say anything rather than admit to carrying out those instructions. I guess I have to produce some more evidence then. One more thing should do it. Alright, bros. We both know someone carried out these instructions on the night of the murder. Well, you're right, there's no evidence that proves it was you. I knew it. However, I do know that whoever did it was a child. How do you know that? Well, it couldn't have been an adult. No adult would have made a stupid mistake like that. Simple mistake? What do you mean by that? Well, I'm sure you thought you were carefully following the instructions you've been given. I'm assuming you're talking about this. Take that. It was you who splattered Gravy on the hanging scroll, wasn't it? What? What would I do something like? Do you remember what was written in that letter? Bravely roast the master in the fires of Hades and bring her vengeance to fruition. But you didn't know how to read the words gravely and roast among others, right? How did you know that? Remember the conversation you had with Mr. Wexham on the night of the murder? Alright, I remember this. So instead of gravy and roast was something else probably. But what she didn't teach you is what they meant. Well, gravely sounded like gravely to me, and the only roast I could think of was food. That's why you did it. That's why you covered a picture of the master in gravy from that night's pot roast. To be honest, I did think it was a bit strange. I guess I really did get the wrong idea. Just a tiny bit. I really am useless. I couldn't even burn the letter properly as my mother asked me. Just a simple thing and I couldn't even do that right. After dinner at night, I did go to the other temple. With a pot full of the leftover gravy. The gravy? Well, I saw the picture of the hanging scroll near the sacred cavern. I was sure it was a master of curing like it said on the letter. I see, and then? Well, it was already way past 10 when I got there because of all the snow. So I went to their temple guest area. Guest area? Yes, I thought I could wait there until the training was over. Why didn't you just go to the training hall? Because Mystic Maya's main training already started and I couldn't interrupt it. So I just stayed where I was and prayed for her to get through it. Then I... Girls, did you fall asleep? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. I just couldn't help it. Don't worry about it, Pearl. Who cares if you fell asleep? I fell asleep waiting for hours too. It happens. Right, anyway, then you found yourself trapped at the inner temple? Yes, when I woke up, it was morning. I tried to cry, but... Dusky Bridge wasn't there anymore, and there was no one in the training hall. I thought everyone had left me because I overslept. I threw the letter into the incinerator and I heated up the leftover gravy and... let off some steam by chucking the gravy in the scroll while he cried. Must have been pretty scary for you, Pearl. I know what it's like. Nick used to leave me behind when I fell asleep at school too. Look why something so trivial with her experience there, Larry. It was written right in my mother's letter. It said as soon as you hear the lights out bell, you must challenge her spirit. I was on my way over to the inner temple when I heard the bell ring. So you challenged Dahlia Hawthorne's spirit? No. I tried, but I couldn't do it. You couldn't do it. I never failed to challenge someone. It's the first time it happened. I tried and I tried and I tried. Yesterday, this morning, the whole time. I just couldn't do it. Don't let it get you down, Pearl. It'll all work out. Why not come flying through the sky for you? Whoosh, just like that. So she never managed to channel the spirit? Is that why you think your spiritual powers are gone? Yes, I don't know what to do. Isn't there any other explanation for why you couldn't channel a spirit? I suppose there's one other possibility. It's not very likely though. Can you please tell me what it is anyway? It could happen if someone else was already channeling the same spirit. Someone else? What do you mean? Well, there's only one of each spirit, right? Larry plays. Then that would be on the night of the murder. Someone else challenged her spirit before Pearls could? Someone else channeled the spirit of Dahlia Hawthorne? I'm a failure. I could even grant my mother's final wish. Her final wish? Yes, this letter. This is my last wish, she said. So, make sure you follow the instructions carefully. This letter. Definitely gonna find out more about it. My mother's gone to a place called a penitentiary. Yes, I know, Pearls. I visit her every month. And last month she told me. I try to remember her voice, which I definitely don't. The time we've been waiting for has come, Pearl. There's something I need you to do for me. I had a letter for you at our home before they brought me here. I want you to read it and do exactly what it says. It's for the good of the Fake Clan, my angel. Doing a great thing. Listen carefully, I'll tell you where the letter is hidden. My mother's always nice to me. I love her very much. Yeah, moms would do anything for their kids, right? She said it was for the good of the Fake Clan, so I knew I had to help her. I mean, Mystic Maya's part of the Fake Clan, so it has to be good for her too. That's right. Isn't it, Mr. Nick? I guess so, yeah. There was a picture of her for that too. A picture? Of Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. Usually a picture is enough to channel someone's spirit, but this time... Pretty weird, huh? Like Larry knows anything about this stuff. There's something else that was strange about my mother's letter. The seal on it was broken, as if someone had already opened it once before. Sure is pretty strange. Someone opened it already? Horrors from Morgan Faye was opened once. Or... Thanks, Pearls, you really helped me out. You're very welcome. My mother is watching over us, so I'm sure Mystic Maya's will be alright. Look at that innocent smile on her face. What am I supposed to say to her? Tch. Finally figured it out, have you tried? Finally realized how terrible of a crime being painfully... Let me try it again. Tch. Finally realized how terrible of a crime being painfully oblivious is. Good dot. The entrance to the sacred cavern looks like a freaking puzzle workshop. I guess he's talking about Iris and the lock-breaking effort. It's all a waste of time. Why do you say that? Because my face isn't coming back. Nani? What you're talking about? How can you say something like that? It was your job to protect the Trite. Just like it was your job to protect me of Faye. Two sisters caught up in the worst circumstances. I realize that, but you're the only one who was by their sides. You were the only one who could have saved them. But I didn't know anything about what was going on. But I just say, Trite. Being oblivious is a heinous crime in itself. Tomorrow. We'll settle everything in court tomorrow. Once and for all. Mr. Nick? Is what that man just said true? It'll be alright, Pearls. I'm sure Maya's alive. You'll see for yourself tomorrow. Yeah, that's right. I know I could trust you, Mr. Nick. My dear Pearl. Done so well, my child. My Pearl. It's better that you don't know what we've done. I knew this day would come for you. The blood of the main family is no more. Now finally, after all this time, the Master's seat is yours. My last great wish. It seems I was just in time. To be continued in a different session. Yeah, this case has definitely gone in a twist I was not expecting at all. But when we come back next time in Phoenix Wright, Trials and Tribulations, we go to court. And, well, if the past couple hours have been any omen, it's probably going to be pretty ugly.